Let
me make sure I got my controls set up. Oh god, I hate this.
Flat Out 1 and 2 are great. Also enjoyed the
MotorStorm
series. Yeah, I've heard Flat Out's good. I tried to play the first MotorStorm and really hated it.
Because it's Doom. It's literally just Doom.
this one's a bit more of just Doom, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I do like the sprite work from the second one. Pew, 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 pew.
You can see a wrestling game's a sports game.
Wrestling games I only like for the creators. For the creator wrestler.
Yeah, I've never liked wrestling games. They've always just been bewildering to me. They just feel like bad fighting games.
They really
I think
do.
I think it's just I don't have the interest in it to kind of persevere and like enjoy the systems
even when
behind
I was
them.
super into wrestling, I still found them kind of quite dull. Don't you love this like medieval kind of music?
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we are doing well in the with the move. Yeah, it's
our house looks like fucking tornadoes hit it.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing. I hate it. It's the worst. But we got rid of like 2 full carfuls of garbage the other day, so that's pretty cool. Because the previous tenants were the worst people in the world and left a bunch of shit.
fucking Sith lightning.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Fuck that guy in particular.
Yeah.
That is a good weapon. I like that weapon.
Oh, you like that weapon, do you?
Oh god, he was running away for his life.
Well, he was right too.
Honestly, this one's like already. This one seems a lot more fun than the other one.
It is, yeah.
I mean, the other one didn't allow you to electrocute demons.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, even Doom let you do that. It sounds like they've still got the voice files for Doom Guy in here when he gets hurt. So that's fun.
Boom.
I love the spiky gloves. Ooh, they are fun.
Also, this one doesn't have the weird thing that the other one did, where you're in like half of the texture is cut off from the side of your character.
Yep. Oh yeah, do you want to see my wanking pole?
Yeah. There you go, the wanky pole.
Just practicing my wanking.
That's a really inconvenient way to wank as well.
Well, that's why he's practicing. He wants to get good.
Like it's an overhand wank rather than
an overhand wank.
Did this have mouse look when released?
I don't believe so.
Don't think so. Because yeah, this is again running through GZ Doom. So.
I saw some bony skeleton legs.
Oh, he's great.
He's like a a LARPing revenant, isn't he?
He's great. I love him.
He's a good boy.
Oh, he's no good. He's not wearing trousers yet. You know what he does? He's got a different helmet, but he looks like the Boulder Knights from Dark Souls 1. Because they're not like. It's been a while. Because they're wearing barely anything on the lower half, but have like got big thick armor up top and are wearing like a helmet.
Well, yeah, they want to show off them gams.
Skeleton warriors.
No. God fucking damn it. I blame Jim Sterling for that so hard. Okay.
Overhand wank sounds very inconvenient, but then again, don't knock it till you try it. It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
It's like you just imagine like, huh?
The double overhand. Yeah.
The shotgun it. Yeah.
Although that'd be horrible. That
will work.
That'd play Mariel. Play Mariel with your wrists. That would.
Would it? Well, that's why he needs to practice. Maybe it's the superior technique. You just don't know.
Maybe. From Software released a new game. Yeah, they've put the teaser out, haven't they? I can't remember what it's called now. Maybe he's practicing to wank someone else. Hey, that's a fair point.
Maybe he is. Like, we don't know his life, so
yeah.
You know.
He's gonna go home and he's gonna be like, "Oh, Jeremy doesn't know what's gonna hit him." It's going to be the night of his life.
It's the Revenant boy. I zap his gonads.
Oh, I only just grew them back.
Sorry.
Is that a key there in the corner?
No, it's like, oh, it is. Fuck. Okay.
Yellow key. It doesn't look like a key, in fairness.
No. Thought that was what you were talking about.
What about the Guncaster mod? I have literally no idea what you're talking about, man. Sorry.
Oh no, I know of it. I've never used it.
What is that for this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Memory stick. Did you do the new do the hurt on the naughty boys?
Remember playing this as a kid.
Yeah,
these are all memories I do not know. I did not know of this. I only knew about this series at all because Hexen 1 and 2, the PS1 ports, were notorious for being the worst PS1 games for a long time. Like, they were so bad. Like, they were consistently rated amongst the worst things on the entire system.
Playing Doom.
Bearing in mind how many Army Men games were on the PS1.
My brother played one of those for a while, and I mean, I love my brother, but it was close. That's a horrible thing to say.
Did you ever patch Space Hulk Deathwing to a state where it was worth playing? I know it's better than it was.
That is not saying much.
Yeah, it doesn't say much, but I know it's better than it was. You know, the sprite artist 100% intended the wank pole.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to put some pants on. Sir, thank you.
What are they?
They're like bloat spears.
Shit, you know, I've realised what this series reminds me of. These early ones, anyway. They remind me of the
like
Ultima,
but Doom.
well, the Ultima Underworld games.
Yeah.
Don't get your butt caught in there. It'll squish it flat in no time.
Oh, I've always wanted a flat ass. Well, that was all the rage back in the day, wasn't it? Flat asses. It's a naughty boy. I'll stand here, guys. Yeah, it's just Doom Guy's voice files. And when you, like, tap on a wall...
Yeah, that's Doom Guy.
That's just his pain noise. God, I need
Thank you for the follow there.
Thank
Tomara?
you.
Thank you.
Oh.
The best sound effects, yes.
I need a Doom tattoo so hard. I'm torn between, because I was thinking like maybe getting a Caco Demon, but I also like, I love Doom Guy so fucking much. I really want a Doom Guy tattoo. Because like that's just, all of my happiest childhood memories were centered around Doom.
I'm biased because I think the idea of having a Caco Demon tattoo is rad as hell.
The thing is, like, I'm gonna get a Caco Demon tattoo, and I'm gonna get a Doom Guy tattoo, but it's like, which one do I get first? That's the thing. And where?
I mean, I did have the conversation with my dad the other day where, because he was not aware of my feelings about tattoos. It's like, oh, so would you have, you know, do you want more?
Did you know you had a tattoo?
Yeah, he never got a tattoo, a little one, and he was like, and it kind of came up. I was like, yeah, if I had the money for it, I'd be literally covered. The only reason I'm not is because it costs so much money and I just don't have it.
Dude, same. I mean, that's the thing. I don't begrudge the amount these tattoo artists charge.
Oh no,
because
no.
They are fucking masters of the modern age.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't have that money, and that's what makes me salty.
Yeah.
But yeah, love a Doom tattoo.
Someone's saying they go for the Doom Guy personally, and because they want the Doom Slayer rune.
What, on your head? Yeah. You're gonna get it on your face? You gotta be fucking secure in your employment right there to get that one.
Why can't you have a tattooed Doom Guy who has a Cacodemon tattooed on him?
That's fucking genius.
Brittbird's uncle does tattoos, and he has a great mustache.
Dude, I like him already.
Sounds like a good uncle.
Sounds like the best uncle.
My uncle, who has a mustache, no longer has a mustache, and therefore he's dead to me.
Is that Tony?
No, Tony never had a mustache. My uncle, Bob.
Oh, you have to realise that your side of the family is fucking gargantuan.
Yeah.
I can't remember, or I can't be reasonably expected to remember all of these uncles and aunties and like that crazy one at our wedding who came up and held my face and she was like, "Welcome to the family."
That was my auntie Karen.
I've loved you since the moment I've met you, and I'm like, "Who are you, lady?"
You've met her like twice.
Yeah, she's like, "Since the moment I met you, I knew you were a pure, good spirit," and I was like,
"You've not met you then."
You've not met me, have you, woman? Fucking Christ.
No, Karen's nice.
I mean, she was like super happy drunk, so it was adorable. Xmas is in a few days.
Not too long now.
We're moving on the 22nd, so that's pretty cool. Bag of
Christmas
holding.
stream when? We probably won't be able to do a Christmas stream.
We might be able to get internet in time for a New Year's stream.
Maybe.
We're hoping.
Because
we're gonna phone up on Monday and get all the internet and everything sorted.
Because we're moving house on the 22nd, so we're gonna be out of commission online wise for probably a couple of weeks, minimum.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We're gonna try and make sure that through both preparing in advance and through stealing other people's internet connection who live nearby, we should be able to keep videos being updated.
I forgot about the demon peen.
That is a big demon penis! It's even got, look at it, it's like,
that's like his hands.
It's got like the head of the penis. He's just like got like a, that's...
Look at me firing from a demon penis.
What is that?
Medinus, if you will. It's a demon peen. It's my little fireman. What the fuck? God, I can smell that Pepsi from a mile away, and it's the worst thing imaginable.
Is the new house an improvement over the old one?
Painfully so. It's so nice. Like, they have carpets that aren't threadbare or filled with coal stains and, like, burns.
Basically...
Like, the carpet all back there is, like, full scorch marks and shit.
From before we moved in.
Yeah.
Basically, the new house is a lot smaller because it's a flat, but it's infinitely nicer than this one. It also means when we record videos, you won't see our horrible off-pink walls anymore.
Yeah, that my father painted with fucking, like, food colouring and just, like, really old, cheap paint he found under the house. So, yeah! It's definitely an improvement.
The necessary, unnecessary spikes. Does this game break Twitch's rules?
Well, looking at this, I feel that maybe we should put up a sensor.
Honestly, if we hadn't had all I'd be tempted to if we didn't have all the technical issues with it. I'd put this up on YouTube, but now I probably won't because I'll have to stitch things together and it's more hassle than I can be frankly asked to deal with.
Just put this one on. It's fine.
I might cut off everything for the last game and just start when this one plays.
Yeah, just start on this one. Because... What the... So I'm jumping.
Yeah?
I can't... Look. Okay, hold forward and jump.
What's jump?
Shift. Okay, stop moving.
Oh, it's because this moves. You're in a current.
There's nothing to denote that.
Yeah, I know, but you are.
That's stupid. I hate it, and I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to my MP. I thought it had bugged, honestly, because the way this day's been going, I want to swap back to the crossbow because it's less phallic.
Yeah, that's true.
It's less of a horny peanut.
Thank you for the follow there. It was Comrade something. Thank you.
Oh, spasiba, Tovish. We're going for Comrade.
Snipe, how about a Doom Guy and Cacodemon kissing tattoo?
Oh. You've been reading my fanfiction.
Oh, pink. Shit. I thought those walls were a dirty pale yellow. Yeah, they're horrible, aren't they?
They're really gross.
They're really horrible.
Like, the thing is, they're clean. I've scrubbed the fuck out of those things, and they're just really gross, like really badly painted. Really disgusting shit.
And like, there's things that we never got, that the landlord never got around to fixing in here that needed to be fixed before we ever painted it in here. So
like, we couldn't paint it in here because the things weren't fixed. Like, there's like an archway over there.
Like I say, us moving out is the best thing because we'll just move to somewhere that doesn't have a million problems when we move in.
Yeah, and it's like not
cheaper too.
Destroy us and our souls.
And not in a small racist town anymore.
Yay! So that's gonna be super good.
Should play Star Wars Dark Forces. Yeah, we did play that actually a while back for one of our Star Wars little compilation videos. Someone did a Badoop at us.
Someone's Badooping at me. Check that in a minute. Okay.
Oh, racist town, that sounds like a story. It's not much of a story, we just
it's
live...
literally just, this town is a piece of fucking shit, like... I caught a cab once down to the shops, and this fucking old guy was raving on about, oh, these fucking immigrants, oh god, they're ruining everything, and I'm Australian, and I'm like, I turn around and I go, mate, do you realise, yeah, I'm an immigrant? He was like, yeah, but you're the right colour. And I was like, I've never met this man before, and I was honestly so physically sickened by that kind of brazen just stupidity.
We live in an area where they have literally voted for the BNP, like, to actually have, like, ministers.
Yeah.
Well, not ministers, local, like, representatives and things.
It's not a good place to be, honestly. We don't want to be here. But before we start getting fucking political. But yeah, it's just bullshit. Like, not in the mood. Everything's fucking... It's like living in Innsmouth, honestly.
Yeah.
Everyone's just a bit shitty and horrible. Like, there's a local guy who wanders around, who will only ever talk politics with you, and is like a full-on conspiracy theorist, and he hasn't showered since 1983.
That's very accurate.
Yeah.
It's actually really weird. Like, he's manages to have, like, the shittiest opinions, yet he's also completely reasonable at the fact that I disagree with him on every single thing that he talks about.
Yeah, it's
like,
weird.
he's just like, no, that's fair. He'll listen to your opinion, but he'll also never take in.
Listen.
He'll never pay attention to what you're saying. Like when you point out why he is just wrong about things. Like when it's a factual, not an opinion thing.
Sure, he started talking about fucking chemtrails or something at some point.
He was talking about how Japan and Germany are going to attack us.
Are they like plotting to like invade the UK? And it's like,
yeah, he thinks that because we fought them in World War II, they're still our enemies, and that's literally just a thing. And it's like, mate?
Yeah. But yeah, enough talking about these horrible pricks. But yeah, town is not very good. Really, just want to move to the city because because we don't have a car, so everything's within walking distance. And Matt's family's there, all 8,000 of them.
You got an energy orb.
Ooh, I'm feeling so energetic.
Embrace the orb. I love
pale
orb.
How about this dart? Oh, I love that fucking sketch so much. Don't you see? Without the orb, we can't survive.
Oh, no, don't worry for like bringing it up. No, we mentioned the racist town. Like, it's not your fault for wondering what we mean by that.
That's fine.
It's just
one of the many shitty things about the place we currently live.
Yeah.
But not for much longer, and we'll be going soon. It'll be really cool.
It'll be great.
And we got a phone call. We got a phone call today saying everything is finalised. The landlord likes you, and everything's signed off.
Yeah, so all our reference. Yeah,
everything's fine.
All our references and shit got sorted out. So
super good. So at last is just to like go and sign shit over on the actual moving day, which is super cool. Oh, I've got some weird hiccups now.
Not just normal hiccups, but weird hiccups.
Weird hiccups. Not a fan.
Cat is here and is ready to attack.
Yeah, cat attack.
Preemptive strike.
Get him, kitty.
So I was talking about just punching the cat, but don't punch your cat.
Don't punch cats. Get them Prosecco. Fuck, I'm still mad about that. It's Prosecco.
Oh, that's even worse. Prosecco would be better.
No. It's like non-alcoholic like beverage for your dog or cat. That's like comes in like a little wine bottle, or it's like there was dog beer and cat wine.
Yeah.
Which sounds like two stupid things I just made up, but it's not.
Also,
they made me so mad.
They also sound like they're both euphemisms for something.
Oh yeah, I sat in the bus on that bus seat, right, and it was full of cat wine. Oh, fucking hell.
I didn't have any dog beer. Like, oh no, there was dog beer as well.
There was dog beer as well, mate. Oh, fucking hell.
That would be like the... Like, someone's mate is called dog beer, and you always trying to figure out why. Like, my dad's got a mate called Armhole.
Armhole?
As in armhole, but in a Midlands accent, it's Armhole.
Armhole.
And I've never been able to figure out why he's called Armhole.
Give him an armhole and he'll show you.
Like my hat. Thank you.
It's my hat.
It's actually Snipe's hat, and it's a slouchy thing.
It's a good hat.
It is a good hat.
It's a comfy hat.
Do you have a favourite bad movie?
The Shadow. I say off the top of my head. Oh, Doom. Doom is really fun. That's really fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I love kaiju movies, so... Actually, you know what it probably would be is Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, or Godzilla versus Hedorah, whatever you want to call it. Because it's had multiple names. Because that's a fucking wild trip of nonsense. Because it tried to be a kids movie whilst also being remarkably violent, has lots of psychedelic imagery, also tries to be educational and environmental as well.
So, kind of bit of everything, eh?
They tried to make it be everything to everyone, and it only succeeds in being something traumatizing for children.
Oh, good.
It's sort of beautiful.
A company after my own heart. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck for now. I don't know really where to go.
Of the Shadow and the Phantom.
The Phantom I have not seen in so long. Oh, Sniper. What's it called? Because I was thinking of Billy Zane. Because I think he's in like the second Sniper movie. Where it's like one shot, one kill, and it's just so bad. That's pretty fun, especially because like they're climbing a cliff like versus this enemy sniper. Who's like, he must be maximum 200 meters away. And they're like, no, we can't hit him from here. One of the guys has got a PSG-1. It's like, I don't care what weapons you've got. You can fucking, like, with those, you can hit him. What are you doing? You just fucking stop. It's really dumb. And then, like, they cheese wire his trigger finger because they're mean. And it's really fucking dumb. That was also, so fucking dumb.
Someone just say the Smog Monster is just off the wall. Well, yes, it is, because it's literally on our wall. That's the Polish poster for it.
Bet that was fucking weird to say.
Yeah, probably.
Don't be angry, little bun. I'm sending calming bunny waves.
You got the green key.
I do.
You got a key.
All these snaky, sexy men. Well.
Have you played Neo yet? No, I haven't, actually.
He invisible.
I don't know how I'd feel about it. I think I've honestly got really burnt out on... Because I know it's not a Souls game, but that style of game, I think I got a bit burnt out playing them so much, honestly. Because I've like gone back and tried to play some more like Dark Souls, and I've not had kind of the heart for it. I think I kind of hit my limit when I hit finished Dark Souls 3 in a lot of ways.
I'm there.
Good.
At the guard tower.
At the guard tower place.
That's where I am.
Good.
I'm there. No. Explode.
Oh, bless you, Long Fang.
Hands.
He's promoting your Etsy shop.
Oh, Long Fang.
Because, yeah, the coughing picture back there. Snipe painted that.
I'm super, like, conscious about that.
You have made a sale.
I did!
You have a Souls in the store now.
He sent me a nice message going, I got it today and it's lovely, thank you. And I was just like, ah.
And you were just glad that your method of packaging it was fine.
Yes.
Because sending a canvas through the mail is a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yep. My man. Well, my demon dude. Stop. Stop. Sirs.
Bad sirs.
Naughty sirs.
Be away, sirs.
You're terribly naughty and I shan't have any of it.
We do not want any of your kind around here.
What's all this shouting? We'll have no trouble here. I don't know why I said shouting.
Shouting.
I thought my tongue got stuck in my mouth.
What is all this shouting? We'll have no trouble here.
We do not want the troubles here. Oh, Russian. I need to speak some more Russian. I'm so bad at it. And I feel that anytime I always get really nervous talking to anyone who's like... I'm talking to anyone who is a native whatever speaker. Isn't a native English speaker in their language. I always freak the fuck out. Because I remember I spoke a bit of German on a TF2 server and like there was 2 guys on there who were German and they were just like basically telling me to kill myself because I was so bad at German and shit, and I was just like, I'm trying really hard.
I think you just encountered a couple of people
No, I'm just saying it's like
yeah.
that massively knocked my confidence and I was super scared.
I think it's because you just encountered 2 people who were just cunts and just happened to be German.
Oh no, well, yeah, obviously, but like, I wasn't saying that Germans, like, oh yeah, they're just nasty. No.
Because I know how I feel about it, which is if someone who doesn't natively speak English can speak any English, then I consider that
kicking my ass.
I consider that massively impressive because I can't speak any other language.
I can
barely speak English.
Bullshit and Swedish. I can be incomprehensible and probably oddly threatening in a good few languages. Oh, good.
Oh, thank you, Tackler. Saying that he's watched the Space 1999 thing and he's gone to go and look at the whole series.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Though you can track it down on DVD, it is also all available on YouTube. It's all been uploaded.
Oh, we would never condone such a thing.
Oh, fuck it. No, I condone it because they won't let me put my review on YouTube, so fuck it.
They'll put, like, a bunch of other videos on
Yeah,
on
the entire
YouTube.
series is on YouTube, but no. Woe betide someone puts up a review that tells people to actually watch the movie, the series.
Well, no, it's like yours is like... What's the word? I can't remember the actual transformative work, and they're just like, no! You're not even allowed to, like, make it live. We won't even let you put it on there. It's like, okay.
Like, if they just took away the ads, I'd be fine with that. I mean, not that my videos on my side channel have ads, because I've just never bothered to activate it, but... Because it only...
I need to get back to my side channel, but everything's been so busy, and I've got a commission that's killing me, and everything is crazy. I blame moving and Christmas.
Yeah.
Honestly, because that's like the worst two things to happen at the same time. So I need a key. Got a key. That's fine. Just a bit of a stretch, just a bit of a squat. I'm ready to go. I'm feeling strong.
I love how
that should have killed me.
I love the side view of that enemy. They're like strutting along.
Oh, they are
like shaking.
You can tell by the way they walk their walk.
Shaking what the mother gave them.
Yes. Should have kept the receipt, really.
Oh yeah, probably. Ever seen the YouTube channel Door Monster? I have never heard of that in my life, I'm afraid.
I don't really watch pornography on YouTube. Just doing my thing.
Snipe does commissions of what sort? Other canvases or something else?
I do canvases. I'm doing a canvas commission at the moment, which is a fucking big one. Which is just taking me forever. I do digital art, although I'm definitely more of a traditional artist. Yeah. Matt, help. I'm doing Hexen and I've had a drink.
Yeah, that's
pretty much it. I mean, I have an art blog on Tumblr, which is snipedoesart.tumblr, where you can see a lot of my pictures, which I actually need to put some stuff on, like my my paintings on there. But I can't put one of the paintings I'm doing on because it's a Christmas present for a friend of mine. So...
Yeah, a lot of the more complicated stuff you've done, you don't really do like commissions per se for them, unless it's like for a friend, because... They take a while, and
they do.
It's a whole thing.
That, and it's like with my my anxiety and whatnot, it's pretty hard. But like, if it's a simple, relatively simple thing, like if it's a full like fucking painted portrait, Jesus fucking Christ, which is to be fair what I'm having to do right now, and it's like, oh god, it's kicking my ass. It's kicking my ass with stress. I can do it. Don't worry. I'm strong and tough and brave.
Get any snow where you are? Yes.
We do. We had a little bit of snow last night. It was beautiful. I posted something in the Discord and then immediately went to bed, and then I woke up in the morning and everyone was talking to me and I felt really bad. For just going, snow, peace out. But yeah. Oh, I do love snow. It's like, what was it? When my brother came around to take a bunch of stuff to the tip with us.
Yeah.
You were doing something, like sorting stuff out, and we just stood in the kitchen just like...
Looking at the snow.
We were just like... We were talking, but we were just staring out the window like two complete Australians.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, we were just being complete Australians about it. It was just like... I realised, because like Matt was like wandering in and out, and I was like... Oh yeah, sorry, we're being really unhelpful. Because we were just kind of in a trance because of snow. God, I'm stuck again.
Bum. I didn't notice you'd saved it as bum.
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 I do like saving as bum.
You like saving the bum.
I like saving the bum. There's yellow. And I got my green key here, which means that it'll probably be elsewhere.
I love playing Doom Engine games from this mode. It's the best.
Super helpful, isn't it?
Yeah. Always save your bum.
Always save your bum. Be kind to your
You'll save his bum. This is the content I sub for.
Glad we're providing.
What's your favourite title card you've done for the channel?
I have so many favourites of yours, though.
Well, how about the ones that you've done? What's your favourite of those? Because obviously I've done more. I've done most of them, but you've done quite a few as well.
I've been doing them
years.
lately. Well,
Yeah, you've done a lot more lately.
Shit, I'm trying to think of the ones I've actually done.
What?
The Sims 3 or the Sims 2. That was a fun one. I really liked how I got the hair.
I did the Sims 2. You did the Sims 3.
Was it the?
Yeah, it's the Sims 3.
Yeah. I did a sexy sim. Which I like that one. It's not my favourite, but I definitely like it.
No, the most recent Deathwatch one is probably my favourite one I did.
Because it's amazing and you spent like 3 days on it.
I spent far too long doing it, yeah. The Tom Pika cruise. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's a good one. I like
that's one you did,
Because, like, you didn't know what I was going to do. And that's never a good thing. Because you were like, oh, yeah, like, could you do a title card for this? Like, the bootleg, like, Pokemon games or whatever. And I was like, what screams bootleg Tom Cruise? I don't know why. I just picked Tom Cruise, because I think it's because he's creepy. I don't really like the guy very much.
Because, I said make a horrifying bootleg Pikachu.
So I did. I made a bootleg-a-chew that was Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise-a-chew. Looking for this green door.
I like the door on the wall with the Space Marine is just holding a Game Boy. Oh, yeah.
That's super cute.
So thank you, Megan.
Fucking lost right now. Okay, so it's not around here.
Oh, yeah.
So
looks like down there.
Aha, here it is.
Oh, yeah. So it's at the top of the spiral.
Must be. Is it in here? Yes. Third time's a charm.
Also, if there's just the thing with the orb standing nearby, that denotes the colour.
The
Oh, okay. Oh, hello.
Uh-oh. These guys are naughty.
Not too naughty.
Tom Cruise-a-chew, I like that one.
He's a beast held by the sniping whip trapped to be unleashed upon its foes. He has seen Girls and Panzer. I have not.
Although, I think I played a dating game that was very much that.
It does not sound like the sort of anime that I personally would watch.
I don't really watch anime.
I have a very specific thing.
One Punch Man.
Which is,
Mob Psycho.
Yeah, One Punch Man, Mob
JoJo.
Psycho, the two ones, JoJo, Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill.
Monster Musume. I hate that fucking shit. It's not even good porn! Fuck, well, most of anime is pretty piss poor porn, let's be honest.
Like, most of the ones I like tend to be the action-y ones that are also kind of silly. That tends to be the ones that I really like. Basically, as soon as something devolves into, like, quote-unquote anime tropes, I have no patience for it.
Excel Saga's a fantastic one as well.
Yeah, Excel Saga's pretty good.
Really
that's not to say that I think that people who like those are bad or
stupid
or anything.
Oh, you do. I've read your Dream Diary.
I just can't deal with it, personally.
I hate the anime thing of where, like, two people who are clearly into each other and know that each other's into them, and then they're like, instead of kissing, like, one of them will go for a kiss and the other one will be like, oh my god! It's like, what's wrong with you? It's like, if you don't want to... What is fucking wrong with you? It's just... it must be a culture thing, because I don't get it, and it's just always really strange to me.
How much JoJo have you watched? Not enough, and you know. Not enough.
Not enough. Check out this baseline. So good.
Oh, hey, Plasma.
Hey, Plasma. We just saw a guy who looked like you. It was like this big spooky man in a red cloak. It was awesome. Is it a coincidence that, like, I just killed that guy and Plasma shows up?
You freed him from this realm in order to get back to the real world.
Okay.
So that he could come on, yeah.
That's fair. Don't know what that
Well, if I'll get up, I'll go and top up our drinks.
Drink me. Get me a drink.
I'm going to glass you.
Who the fuck? No! God, that fucking drives me nuts. Glassing someone means you hit them with a fucking glass. It doesn't mean you get them a drink. God,
yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, there's a weird trend of people when they play The Wolf Among Us.
Fantastic game.
There is a thing where you have the option to glass someone, and it says glass him as an option. Now,
so I was like, I'm not going to do that, because we take like a glass and smash someone in the face with it.
And we knew that, but apparently loads of people don't know that that's a saying, so you ended up with a situation where, people were doing it. They thought that meant give him a drink.
Oh, why did he hurt him? And you're just like, fucking really? Where's my penis cannon? There we go. Sorry, Plasma, I'm hitting you with a big old penis cannon. Not proud of myself.
Anime as I watched a Claymore and Attack on Titan. I've not seen Claymore.
Attack on Titan's good.
Yeah, Attack on Titan's good. I do have very definite complaints about it though.
Oh yeah.
Especially how it's far too fucking grim. It's a real hard watch, especially early on.
Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, like these small amounts of brevity, like with the woman who you basically said was me.
The one who steals potatoes.
The one who steals potatoes, and it's just like, literally, like, the commanding officer is like, if you eat that potato, I will make you run until you vomit. And she's like, and just eats it in front of him, and I'm just like, I've literally done shit like that, so. Super fun.
But yeah.
Don't be like me, you'll get sick.
But yeah, like, I feel the one thing that's really missing from that show is that at some point in those first, like, in that first fucking episode, they need to show people not being fucking miserable, because that makes the...
It's a bit of the Matrix problem where everything's just dour all the time.
It makes the descent into the horror hit all that harder, whereas because everything was miserable beforehand, and there was no show of people being at least slightly content, then as the horror unfolds, then I don't know about anyone else, but I was kind of numb to it, so it didn't really feel as horrifying as it should.
It gets to a point where everything's miserable all the time, and yeah, you just kind of go, okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fucking miserable.
What show are they talking about? Oh, Attack on Titan.
Attack the Titan. Come out. There we go. This is fine. God, the fucking penis gun freaks me out. It's so spooky.
You need hope to make suffering real. Horrible default can't escalate stuff. Yeah, that's the point. Because it's like, ultimately, let's be honest, life is often quite shit, and it can always get shitter, and that's true, but in a narrative, to make that hit home harder, you need to show a comparison between the horror and the regular.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, but Kuan and Rosie have just sent me a video of their dog playing in the snow for the first time.
Oh, that sounds
I kind of want to stop the stream, just so I can watch that video.
We'll watch it afterwards, don't worry.
I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be so good, though.
Oh, I'm sorry the game's making you motion sick, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
try and move a bit slower.
No, they're heading off, but well, thank you for joining us as you did, yeah. Sorry, it is just, unfortunately, some games, are a bit prone to that. What game is this? Oh, yeah, shit, we never changed it. No, this isn't Hexen, this is Heretic.
Heretic.
Because currently it still reads Hexen, because we were playing Hexen originally. And this is the not prequel really, because it's just the game that came out before.
The first one.
Which I guess is a prequel.
Whatever.
I guess. It's kind of a weird way to think about it, never thought about it. The first game in the series, anyway. I saw a video the other day of a train of corgis moving through the snow left by their owner, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. I have seen that, and it is amazing.
That sounds life-changing. We need a dog. I want a dog so bad.
Sorry, I've just realised your name is Sir Crotch Kickington.
It's a good name.
That's a good name.
Good on you.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get another drink.
You should get me one.
When you read chat, you look super intense, like someone's insulted. Like someone might have insulted you under their breath, and you're trying to figure out if they did or not. I'm sorry. I tend to when I'm not.
When you do what?
When I'm reading the chat, 'cause I sit there and I'm like. I think it's because my default expression is one of just kind of
abject British misery.
Just real kind of just flat kind of expression, and so me smiling and being nice, that's me making an effort to appeal like a human being that has
sometimes
feelings.
You just have to remember to smile, because otherwise you end up like me and you end up freaking people out and they never know when you're joking, because I think this is smiling.
Yeah.
It's not.
Anyway,
a lot of things you gotta do when you appear on camera. Not scare people is one of them. Go get me vodka, please.
Okay. How much vodka do you have in this outrageous glass?
About that much. Up to the teeth.
Up to the teeth. That's a good sentence.
Thank you. I said it myself.
Have it up to the teeth.
Wings of wrath.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the streamer's gonna have to see this. Do you want to see what she fucking does to my bottles?
You really gonna fucking drag me in front of the stream?
Look what she did to my bottle.
Yeah, it's to squeeze the air out so it doesn't go flat.
That doesn't work.
You don't work.
No, it doesn't work.
Oh.
Just do it tight and it works.
I'm not good at doing it.
Because look, if it came out again...
Shut up, Longfang! Don't you agree with him?
Look, it still stays squished when the lid is off.
Yeah,
so...
but you just let more air in it. And a bit of gravity? It's a flat earth thing.
You're not going to be a flat earth thing.
I could try and be a flat earther. I'm not going to be very good at it, but... Oh. Das Buch. Dang it. Cheeky spellcaster man. Get out of here. So rude. Fucking ethereals, am I right? Yeah, Val's saying you should put it outside and the cold will let it expand by itself. He also says that I'm right and you're wrong and he hates you.
Yeah,
that's literally what he just said. I'm not making it up. What kind of heathen drinks Pepsi? That guy! If you know the mountains of evidence, it makes sense. You're right! How could I have been so blind? God, this is some cool shit. Yeah,
this tastes weird, it's I've had to mix 2 different types of apple juice.
Fuck me up. I giveth not a fuck. Oh god, I shouldn't have had that big old fish for dinner. Oh, you've got a great Pepsi tip here. From Ray.
Not drink Pepsi?
No, it's a good Pepsi tip. The best thing to do with Pepsi is to take it outside, open the cap and pour it on the ground. I'm inclined to agree with you. It's gross, isn't it? Oh, I hate it. Ugh. It's like the only drink that was available in my house growing up was like, it was a Diet Coke and then it was Pepsi Max. So the entire house, I mean I never drank it because it grossed me out.
I had some apple juice too in the end.
Okay, that's fair.
So I didn't have
Did you put
much
some apple juice Pepsi Max in there?
No, I didn't put Pepsi Max in here.
Good. But yeah, so the entire house apart from me smelled like Pepsi burps. It was horrible.
Just the only reason, I will point out, the only reason that I drink Pepsi is because I can't drink too much, like, actual sugary fizzy drinks anymore because it just messes with me.
Because you're an old man?
Yeah.
Fair, I get pins and needles in my hands if I have too much sugar.
So I can only really drink...
Oh, look at that sex machine! Ooh!
You know, actually, speaking of JoJo, I'm getting a bit of a Pillar Man vibe.
Yeah, he's a bit pillar, isn't he?
But yeah, I can't. So I can't drink full fat Coke. That's just way too sugary for me. And Diet Coke.
It makes my teeth gritty and furry. It's horrible.
And I hate Diet Coke. But you know, Diet Pepsi tastes better than regular Pepsi. So.
To be fair, everyone who I know, they just drink Pepsi Max if they drink cola at all. That's just what they drink. Which, to be fair, is the least gross, but it's still pretty gross. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm a penis gun. Oh, I hate the penis gun. Because I'm sure it's supposed to be a pair of hands like that in this weird glove thingy.
I don't know, there's no line there. He's just got it on the end of his dick. And he's just got
a huge fuzzy dick he's got.
He's got a real chode going on.
He's got a Coke can cock.
It's not so much a Coke, that's
a
Coke
Pepsi Max cock.
That's a Coke bottle cock.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you.
He's the bottle cocker.
The bottle cocker. Oh, that'll make me feel good.
This demon peen pleases Slanesh.
I wouldn't be surprised if Slanesh was a little bit worried by it, honestly. I am. Look, there it is. That's the weapon.
Yeah, so, you know, it must be supposed to be on his hands. Maybe It was because in the original version you weren't supposed to see below the wrist part? I don't know. Because there's very definitely not a line between those. That is just one huge thing. Unless it's supposed to just be on the end of one hand.
I think it might be. I know it's like on the end of hands.
Yeah, because you can see a slight on the right-hand side. You can see it come out slightly. I think that's where the thumb's supposed to be. So yeah, it's supposed to be on hand.
Oh no, he's just got a massively thick, like, hand.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's
and that's the back of his hand folds.
Yeah, it's wrapped around like that.
Okay.
I mean, I still prefer the idea that he's just got the end of his cock and he's just running around with his hands behind.
Just thrusting violently.
Thrusting wildly.
No, that's my headcanon. But yeah, no, I get you. I'm so angry these things don't blow up.
Slanesh, that's clearly cornate. You know, I think this might be their YouTube collab.
Oh god, together at last.
Because I mean, normally Slanesh and Korn don't get on super well.
But when it comes to penis weapons, they do.
If it comes to weaponizing a penis, I think they can put their differences aside.
And put their dicks aside. Rip in pieces.
Just got back from talking to some phone survey and come back to soft drinks and cock. Oh, you know.
Well, what were you expecting? Honestly, this is just what we're about.
Girls Under Panzer is pretty much only about tank battles, if you give it the time. Okay. Like I say,
Is it like Arpeggio Blue Steel, which is just like hot ship women or something? Like when I was on Crunchyroll, it kept suggesting that to me. I'm like, I don't care.
I like the name Arpeggio Blue Steel.
Is fun. Like, the intro was fucking kick-ass because anime intros are always really
nearly
cool.
Every anime has a good intro.
Like, what was it, like, Everything Becomes F had a really good intro. But it was like a really weird and, like, creepy horror psychological thriller kind of thing.
All praise Triple Tantrum Tony. I forgot that he got
Triple Tantrum Tony!
And technically that was the guy from the second game, but, you know, I think this guy can also be called Triple Tantrum Tony.
He's Treble Tantrum Tony, he's a bit older. Right, where are we going?
JoJo intros, fuck you. Yeah, they are good intros.
So fucking cool.
One of my favourite ones from recent is the Mob Psycho 100 intro. I fucking love that. It's got this...
Hang on.
I think...
I'm trying to figure out where that's coming from.
I think it's just because...
Fuck if I know.
It's got this really good little chuggy part of the intro. And I love, like, metal chugs. So it's like...
My favourite is the names. There's a guy called Speedwagon. That's fucking stupid. I love it. This gun. Who the fuck's throwing axes at me? Do they even know? Dick.
Fist of the North Star is the best intro song. Never actually seen Fist of the North Star. Oh yeah, Arpeggio of Blue Steel is about ship women. And it's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah. But I think I tried to watch a little bit of it, and it just wasn't for me.
Really need to start watching JoJo, but people keep telling me to start at Battle Tendency rather than watch the first few episodes.
Just start wherever you want, ignore everyone, because do what you want.
Honestly, because I've not seen a huge amount. I've watched enough that the first few to watch like the first handful of where the Pillar Men have been fought. So I haven't got to even where stands are yet.
No, I'm not there yet.
But I like the first handful of episodes just fine. I understand why, comparatively to some of the later ones, people don't rate them as much, but I still think they're a good battle or a good, like, groundwork, personally.
They're a good start.
Yeah. Because it's a whole generational thing, and, like, if you're missing out on, like, where it starts, I feel that's sort of missing out on the point, almost. So what's Grimgar of Fantasy of Ash and the Ancient Magus Bride? Not heard of either of those, honestly.
Seriously, how the fuck do I get up there?
Oh, have you got to this part of a 90s first-person shooter?
Yeah, where it's like, I need to get up there, but I can't get up there.
And you've got the green key.
I've got the green key.
Which, yeah, because you would think... Can you interact with those statues at all?
No.
Oh, what's that on the wall there?
That's
Oh, is that... Oh, okay, that's the... Yeah. Huh. That's really weird.
Yep.
Because that implies that... Can you smash that window?
No.
So I know you could do it in the second one. I didn't know if that was a thing in this one.
Alright. Oh dear. Fish is repeating on me something fierce.
It's a bad fish.
Honestly, yeah, it's not doing me any favours. Ah, maybe this is it. Looks like this was where I was supposed to go.
Isn't Bad Fish a Sublime song?
Probably.
Do you want to know the most annoying thing in the world?
This part of this game.
Go onto any given YouTube video for any Sublime song and see the people like sitting there going like, yeah, fucking smoke weed for life, bro.
I mean, like, I don't care what you.
Yeah,
if you want to smoke weed, that good on you. I don't really give a shit. But like, there are occasionally like people out there who are just like, oh my god, if you don't smoke weed, then you're just an idiot. And it's like this spiritual thing. It's like, okay, well, I mean, if that's the way you feel, that's great. But I was talking to you about carpet samples.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to hear this.
And that's what like they're like in those things. It's just because, you know, obviously like YouTube video comments like amplify things.
Yeah, YouTube comments are always like, well, most of the time are pretty bad. So,
but just because Sublime's obviously got
songs.
a real connection to like stoner culture, it's like, no, I just like ska and reggae. I don't.
So you
care.
like the herb.
I don't care. It's just weird.
Because when we find out, like 90% of our audience just like it's weed.
The music is starting to drive me mad. It's not a good
it's not
soundtrack.
Good, is it? I'm kind of getting fed up with this because it's just like it's just not making sense to me. It's just I'm just gonna do a cheat on it. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I've already done a cheat on it, but that's okay. I've been stuck on this for like 5-10 minutes, so I think I'm allowed to, especially because I'm streaming. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't. Just putting it out there. Oh, fucking really?
Have you seen the Batman Ninja? The animation is apparently has people from the JoJo opening CGI. Huh.
That would explain a lot.
I saw it and I was like, this sounds like the worst idea that humans have ever had. And then I watched the trailer and I was like, actually, that looks pretty good. Oh yes, of course you can't smoke weed here either, but that doesn't exactly stop people.
I mean, fucking whatever.
Oh, I couldn't give a shit.
Don't care.
That's what everyone wants to tune into the stream for, our views on drug policy.
Ugh.
Do whatever the fuck you want, say I.
Oh, this is driving me nuts. It has completely fucked me over a corner. I don't get what it wants from me at all. It's making no sense. Something's gone wrong.
Yeah, this is always about... Didn't you want to play some Strafe as well?
Yeah, I'll play some Strafe instead.
Yeah, play some Strafe. That should probably be fine.
There we go. I remembered to change.
Good.
Good. Good. Right. Ooh, Absolver. It's like the not quite Xenoclash kind of game.
It's another Devolver game.
Now we play the wedding game.
Hopefully this will work, bro. This will work alright.
Battle Chef Brigade. I don't know. I'm not a very good chef.
I'm not very good at playing things either.
No. I'm not good under pressure.
I'm not sure what that is, honestly. I'll have to check it out.
Whenever you want to load, you feel free to.
It's fine. There you go. You'll have to do the thingy. Yeah.
Gee, I've never streamed before. Could you help me?
Oh, hush you.
There we go. Did I do it okay? I love that. Oh yeah, you changed all the controls, didn't you?
Yeah, to be controls.
To be wrong.
That a human uses.
Hey, you know anything about fucking anything? You know. Murder time. You know that the way I play is actually how you're supposed to play these old games.
But this is an old game. This is a game from, like, last year.
What? I don't care.
Or earlier this year. I can't remember.
God, it's too sensitive. There we go.
But yeah, this is Strafe. I don't know how well this will stream, because it's very, very quick. I guess we'll find out. 'Cause it might be a little bit too much.
We'll find out. And I'm kind of like...
Which I literally only just thought about when we loaded the game up. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. That was a friendly. Well, he's not friendly anymore. Do you still have the mutator equipped? Or... No, you don't.
Of course not. It's the worst. I don't even know why you put that on. Mister, I don't know what this does, but I'll put it on.
It's apparently running fine. Okay, good.
Sweet.
But yeah, if you don't know, this is a roguelike, like...
Love Letter to Quake and Doom.
Yeah.
The old FPSs. So of course I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like the roguelike elements.
It's funny, like... There are elements of those old shooters that are fantastic, but so many elements on them are really fucking frustrating, which is why the best old school shooter is 2016's Doom.
Perfect,
because it lacks all the problems of the old shooters.
I would love to play that game, but we don't have the processor or internet connection to do that, so...
Not to stream it, more accurately.
Anyway.
Can play it just fine.
Can play it fine, but it's just streaming it.
This looks like Quake, like 100% Quake. Yeah.
Doesn't it? So good.
Feels better than old Quake, but...
So it's a kick in the face, honestly.
Yeah, old Quake,
You ever played much of old Quake? I played a lot of that game.
Yeah, I'm not the hugest fan of it. It's fine, but...
I always preferred Doom. Always. I mean, like, Quake definitely had a better multiplayer, though.
I think you played Dusk instead, because we have never played it, and we don't have it.
What's Dusk?
It's a game that I think it came out not too long ago, but it's a game... It's like...
get lost in these levels.
It's an homage to old shooters.
Cool.
Apparently it's decent.
One second, sir.
Just give me 1 second.
Not a loading mask, honestly. God, I hate that part. I wouldn't mind, but it's always so slow and you're like...
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather just a loading screen.
What do you two think of Rainbow Six Siege?
I think it's good, but I hate the fucking microtransactions. I know, it's like, oh, it's just physical it's like, just like, appearance. It's like, I don't care, because that still makes me feel massively left out.
There's a thing above you, by the way.
Yeah, I'm talking, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know, but those things really chip away your health, so I thought I'd mention it.
I'll be fine. I'm gonna leave the area in a moment anyway.
Oh, I think they follow you around for quite a bit.
Well, then I'll kill them when they're in an easier place to fucking get to.
No, not the thing. The projectiles. They home on you a bit. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Dial-up sounds of the horror. What internet provider do you use? TalkTalk, and they're awful.
They're fucking garbage. Gonna be moving to something else.
I was listening to an older Misantha, probably you guys talked about Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah.
I really like the gameplay, but I mean, what really bugs me about it is that Ubisoft haven't done any of the amount of work that they need to, and that's kind of the worst thing about it, because it could be a fantastic fucking game, but they just won't put the work in. But they'll put microtransactions in, and that kind of shit, which just, oh god, I am so done. Like, even before it was like really fashionable to hate on microtransactions, I fucking hate these damn things. Cause you're fucking not, mate. Where are you? I'm fucking talking. I can't talk and play games at the same time. Why did I ever think I could do this?
You can, but you're also tired and have.
I've had like how many hours sleep in the past like week?
Nowhere near enough. But I'm usually the one telling you this.
Because everything is just fucked lately.
Snipe, if you to stream Blood every day, I would make it just to keep you company.
Oh, thank you. And it's honestly tempting, because I do love my Blood. It's a fucking fantastic game.
Have you bought Necromunda? No, because
money. We are moving, and it's
money, and neither of us have even got close to finishing painting stuff from Dark Imperium. Nope. So.
Everything's a bit fucky right now. I always get lost in these fucking... Okay.
Then why stream, guys? You get some rest if you need to. Be safe and stay healthy, okay?
Oh, you wholesome darling.
Well, to be fair, like... It's just been a bit of a mess recently, and like we don't want to, you know.
You guys are here to chill out after your hard days. We're not going to bore you with our bullshit, horrible lives.
Like, you know, you guys support us so fucking well. Yeah, you've ended up looping around to the beginning there, yeah. Like you support us like ludicrously, both like by promoting, you know, like by watching our stuff and liking it and commenting and stuff. But also, you know, through like direct monetary contribution, Patreon and stuff,
and just
like
being there.
And yeah, just being there. So like, you know, I don't like we owe you guys, but no, you know, that makes it's not an obligation, you know. It's like we want to do things. We want to do things like to make sure that, you know, like we want to try and entertain people.
We don't want to bring them down.
It's weird.
We're not good at things.
We have a strange relationship with everything, basically.
Mental health problems, I'll drink to that. Probably shouldn't, but I will.
Use your map powers. Oh, the map is horrible in this game. Like, I like the game, but like, fuck the map. It's horrible. It's tab, I think, by default. Can't remember what you set it to.
I haven't reset it, so.
Like some more German expressionist films. You know,
I've been looking into it.
Honestly, I'm totally down to do more reviews of like silent films. Like, it's something which I've always meant to like watch more of, so I'm like down to watch. What I do want to do is to get one of the more complete copies of Metropolis and do that, because Metropolis is genuinely fucking good. That's like the one silent film that I definitely know is absolutely worth. If you've got any interest in sci-fi or cinema, like, just watch Metropolis. It's fucking great.
I'm getting used to this gun, so.
What does expressionist even mean? I'm not actually sure whether a thing originates
you just from. Like have expressions.
But it was an entire like art movement that happened around the. I can't remember when it started, but it was present in like the 1920s, 1930s, basically pre-World War II Germany. I think it was like occurred because they had a massive influx of progressive and creativeness, and it affected all the art they were creating. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Yeah, I've always meant to watch that because I've heard that's really good as well. I'm waiting for Wib does Gamera stuff. Yeah, I'll do a Gamera movie one of these days. We do actually have there's a half a script for a proper Snipe and Wib review of a kaiju film. Actually, I should probably like try and finish off that script at some point.
We've got how many fucking
I counted it once.
We have?
I counted it. There's about 20 scripts that I have done like half of and then abandoned. Most of them will never see the light of day because they're shit.
They're not shit. They're just
they're not.
Get things right.
They just never came together.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean they're shit. This means you couldn't get them together. You will one day.
I saw the anime version of Metropolis. I've heard that's... I've not heard how good it is, but I've heard it's got basically nothing to do with the original story. '90s Gamera films are amazing. They are. They're really good. Gamera the Brave, the Millennium Era one, was made in like 2006 or something like that. That's really good as well. It's the only kaiju film that I will recommend to literally anyone, because it's basically...
That wasn't even me that time.
Did they kill your friend?
Yeah. This prick
Oh
down
god,
here.
yeah. Gamera the Brave is like just a good family movie. So it's like easily recommend. You can recommend that to anyone. You can also get it on Blu-ray really easily. Does the Sniping Whip chapter have a name? Yes.
Yes, the Cardinal Archivists.
That's the one. Maybe if you guys want to make them still, maybe for another channel or for unfinished projects, we'd love to see them. Unfortunately, the problem is that just cobbling together even basically an unfinished script is just as much effort as putting together like a fully complete one that you're happy with. So I think we'd burn out really easily.
Yeah.
Just recording and editing those together.
Scripts are a hell of a lot of work.
A robot smile is actually kind of creepy. I enjoy sniping with D&D stream/podcast. Yeah,
it's kind of like snuck into, like, it's just a D&D podcast now. We recorded it like yesterday, and we were joking about it. Cause, I mean, oh god, I love D&D so fucking much. I would happily just talk about it forever.
Yeah. Gamera the Brave is an adorable turtle boy. Toto is the most adorable fucking shit.
Toto is so good, like when he's like flying and he like spots the next door neighbour and he's like...
Question, does a hoodie with the Sniping Whip logo on it exist?
No, but I wish it would.
We are taking the first forays into merch right now.
Mainly because we want some.
We're getting some... I've mentioned it on Twitter, so there's no spoilers here or anything. We've got some stickers that are coming that are being sent out to patrons, which hopefully will get sorted out. They should be coming in the next couple of days, so they might...
Tomorrow.
For some people who live in the more extreme ends of the world, and I say extreme ends, I mean people who live in like Australia and maybe America, they probably won't get them in time for Christmas, unfortunately, but anyone in Europe will, hopefully. But that's just because obviously we've been waiting for them to get shipped. But having done that, we are looking to in the future try and get some merch together, because we've done all this stuff with band stuff, so we know how to get. We know how to merch. We can get this stuff done like on low level, low run stuff, and know how to organise it ourselves.
And we know where to get good stuff from as well. So
yeah. We look forward to the D&D segments in the Santa Pod now. Well, most of the most recent one is D&D, so...
Yeah. Again, I could literally talk about D&D all day.
That's it.
Someone
I think you're bad with finishing things. I thought the Cardinal Archivist OC fleshed him out in my mind story and all, and never actually wrote it down. If it helps, my homebrew Space Marine chapter that's like I run as a Deathwing, or at least I did.
Can I just say, I fucking hate like randomly generated maps. I think they're lazy and garbage. They're gimmicky bullshit.
Well, I guess it's a roguelike, so it's kind of a part of the thing.
Okay, like Binding of Isaac does it fine.
Yeah,
but like it's. I hate that element of like a lot of roguelikes because it's so hard to do it properly. The
procedurally generated element of this game is the part that I dislike the most, honestly.
It's just because like
it leads to some really shitty level structures that make them hard to navigate.
And it's just like, well, you know, I was having fun, but I guess that's a little bit of a draw. But I still don't like it.
But yeah, my homebrew Space Marine chapter, I have not.
You haven't written anything down.
I have their fluff and information about certain characters all in my head, but I've never written it down. I really should, because I'm sure someone somewhere will be interested in reading about it.
I am.
Have you ever put a portable hole in a bag of holding?
No, but we do have a bag of holding, and we call it the hole.
Yeah, we have the hole in our D&D group at the moment.
Oh, Talus is going to be so mad at me. It's going to be so funny.
One day I'll find people to play Deathwatch with, and they won't feel horribly self-conscious and terrified.
Aww.
Yeah, we're sort of
that wears off after a little while, so don't worry too much.
Oh yeah, like the structure of like the randomly generated stuff is a necessity for roguelike games. It has to be like that.
Oh no, but like there's there's a certain ways to do it.
I think certain genres lend to it better than others. The Binding of Isaac works great because of the way it works.
I don't feel this game should have had randomly generated levels. It really goes against kind of the grain.
I think the problem is that by the nature of the way it works, it tends to end up a little sprawling.
Come on, you awesome son of a bitch.
Where you can, it's very easy to get lost in them, and it has lots of dead ends. And these sort of games are a well-designed first-person shooter has a nice through line through it where it becomes easily navigatable, where you just naturally find your way progressing the right way, whereas the roguelike structure of this means that that's not a thing.
All doomed.
So yeah, I think it's just an instance where it just doesn't work super good.
Yeah, I would say I don't think it works in this.
How annoying are the slow doors?
So annoying! Like, oh my fucking Christ, they're annoying. Oh, I hate them. Pain. Come on, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to fucking shoot your brains in.
I do wonder why kaiju games are as uncommon as they are. Because not many people like kaiju movies.
I like them. I just want a Violante third-person action game.
Lots of people like the idea of them, but people aren't necessarily willing to put the money behind them. That and these days, a lot of the people would only be willing to bank on one if it had a name brand attached, and very few people are willing to put the money behind making movie tie-ins at all anymore that aren't little mobile games.
I don't know why anyone's ever given a fuck about like movie tie-in games because they're just shit.
There are some good ones. The Wolverine Origins.
The Wolverine Origins one's better than the actual fucking Wolverine.
Oh yeah, Wolverine Origins is a shit movie. The tie-in game's great.
It is really good, especially because you can rejuvenate your fucking vest.
Yes, you can. But yeah, there are a shit ton of kaiju games, especially when you go back, and especially Japanese exclusive ones because obviously it's a bigger deal there.
So,
think about Del Toro not directing Pacific Rim 2. I don't actually know who is directing it.
I can't remember.
And honestly, I think it's one of those things where it depends, like, seeing it, because, like, for example, I love Star Trek Beyond. I think it is about 15 to 20 times better than the previous two. Yet, if you'd have told me, like, beforehand, oh yeah, by the way, it's a Star Trek film directed by the guy that does the Fast and the Furious movies, I'd say fuck off, that'll be terrible. But he did a good job. I think, context is important. Much like how I think, I like the directing in The Force Awakens, and that's J.J. Abrams, but I hate the directing in the first two new Star Trek movies, which is J.J. Abrams. So... someone's mentioning Roll20. Yeah, Roll20 is really good.
Roll20 is what we use. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Because our DM lives in France, so...
Yeah, you can use it for free or not. It just if you don't use the free version, I think there's some DM limiting kind of things that they put on there, or then you have to wait like a few seconds before you actually join the server. But it's fine. It's good.
Did that robot just do the Macarena?
It did. Yes. It just did the Macarena after I gave it my gun, and it just upgraded my gun for me. Because it's a sweet darling boy.
One of my darkest times at school was we had...
Oh, good! Let's talk about this stuff.
We had a PE class, and instead of doing anything constructive, they went, okay, 2 of the girls in the class are going to teach everyone how to do the Macarena.
Were they the favourite Golden Girls? Because it sounds like they were the favourite
Not
Golden
even particularly. It was just, this is the thing we're doing, and it's like, can I not? Because that song is fucking terrible, and I don't want to do it.
Play.
And this was before I even had a music taste, and I was like, this is terrible.
Well...
I mean, granted, my music taste now is awful, but...
It's better than it was.
First I got in on the soft stuff, listening to Travis. Things
Soft
like
is
that.
Right, yeah.
Then I got into the Blink-182s and the Sum 41s, and before I knew it...
The thing is,
before I knew it, I was listening to Leftover Crack and other crust punk.
It's like, I wanted to, like, get all this music, like... my cousin Jono, he had to sneak me music because my mother would buy me Ricky Martin albums, and I'd be like, I don't like Ricky Martin, and she's like, yes you do, you like Ricky Martin, you think he's pretty, and I'm like, I don't! Who the fuck is this guy? Stop this!
Ricky Martin made terrible music.
Although
he did just a fucking song that was like, baby, tonight, I'm fucking you.
No, that was Enrique Iglesias.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Racist.
I get those mixed up. Pop artists all sound the fucking same to me.
And like, so my cousin Jono would sneak me like Rob Zombie albums and stuff. And the guy next door I had a crush on, I think he lent me like a good few like albums as well.
Was it like Korn and stuff like that?
And stuff like that. I think he lent me a Cradle of Filth album or something at one point. It was like, that's a bit much for a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
But whatever. They were taking care of me. I'm happy.
God bless you, Unity. So your music taste is awesome. Ska is life. Not enough people listen to ska.
That's the thing. I'm not like a super ska fan, and I feel like such a fake ska fan because I'm in a ska band.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. I think sometimes it's important to have people in
I'm definitely
bands.
more grunge and like.
No, I think that's the thing. You bring different things to a band.
Different influences. It's fine. But actually, otherwise we wouldn't have our sound.
Yeah.
But look, because you guys are always like, hey, when you took 6 months out because you had that nervous breakdown, the band didn't sound the same, and I'm like, I guess it.
Yeah, no, we didn't sound even remotely like us.
Because I like to play my bass. I like to play it a little bit harder than a lot of people. And by a little bit harder, I mean I play it so hard I've broken the strings. Because I fucking, like, if you love an instrument, you have to play it like you hate it. In my personal opinion.
Why ska, though? Is that why that genre, or why does it have the name ska?
That's a very interesting set of
questions. I don't actually know where the name comes from, because ska originates from people trying to replicate African music with a, like 50s band setup, like a big band kind of thing. And they're trying to emulate African music like that. And that's where the original sound came from, and then it's had multiple waves, and of course modern ska is very heavily mixed with punk and metal. So...
What would we be classified as? Like third wave?
Well, third wave was 90s.
I can't remember. Like,
officially,
fifth wave.
We were between waves, really.
Oh god. We're terrible.
I don't know what we count as, really.
Ska punk for sure.
Yeah, ska punk. Because we weren't really... I wouldn't consider us heavy enough to be ska core.
Nah.
Yeah. More of a punk hardcore guy, but brass sets my soul on fire. Yeah, I always think that a horn section makes any band better.
Electric Six, Gay Bar Part 2, because I love Electric Six. And Gay Bar Part 2 is Electric Six, because Dick Valentine has one of the best voice ever. And that has like really nice horns, and it's just, that is a beautiful song. Because I remember when you heard that and you were like,
yeah.
Oh my. You guys aren't terrible. Oh, we're pretty close, but thank you, Alex.
Why the genre ska? Why any genre?
It was either that or, you know, screamo death metal. You know?
We did start off as like a pop punk band.
Yeah, and then our singer, like, he went through this weird phase of kind of being... He had a bit of a hard time, so that manifested as him being a bit of a weirdo. And we just basically, we turned into a band we hated for like a couple of months. Because he was like, I'm really emo right now and I want to talk about how I hate the world and I'm sad. And we're like, not really what we want, mate.
And then we got a new singer, and then I just started writing songs that had ska bits in them. Because I just like ska, so...
Ooh. Like it.
But yeah, I mean, it's not like oh, we're not... Because we just largely count as just... We're the same kind of genre as like Real Big Fish, where it's not really kind of ska punk. I mean, I guess we're more punk than Real Big Fish. It's weird to say.
Real Big Fish is so not punk.
Well, they're not really. They're...
No, I love that saying, like, especially because that's ironic as this is, like sitting there saying that's just not punk is the least punk thing you can do. So I always thought it was really funny.
What's the name of the game again? This is Strafe.
Strafe, because you do strafing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just talking about music for a bit.
It's a chill strafe.
I just enjoy talking about music, you know. You'll knock a coin.
A coin.
Yeah.
Might have one more because this is kind of kicking my ass.
No worries.
Feeling a bit dogged.
No worries. But yeah, I mean, I kind of.
I dinged.
Yeah.
She said.
I think there is the interesting thing about when you're talking about like what genres and things people like, because I think the important thing to remember is that
I like grunge.
Is that no one can control what music they like. I
got like made fun of ruthlessly at school. Well, for literally everything, but like especially for my music. And like, so I'm always like super secretive about the music I like. I've gotten a lot better lately because I realised that no one cares what music I like.
Well, thank you for the sub, Timus. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
Did Harold come up to say thank you? Yeah, you see, Harold comes up.
Yeah, Harold comes up.
He's a sexy boy.
But yeah, I think... Because, like, when I was younger, I'd be, like, super thing, like, oh my god, you, like, rap? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'd be a right dick about it. Well, no, I wouldn't actually be it to people's faces, but I'd be judgmental in private about it. But, like, as time goes on, it is like you don't control what music you like. There are some genres I don't understand why people like. Like my mum's taste in music.
Well, your mum doesn't have a taste in music.
She just listens to, like...
She's like, oh, I love Cliff Richard.
Like, a lot of pop music I just physically don't understand at all.
I mean, this is the thing. It's like, it's meant to be kind of, like, a little bit disposable, kind of just consumed by everyone, everywhere. Yeah. So it's...
Whereas
I always feel it's got not much soul to it. But that's just how I feel. It doesn't really. That's
the thing to me. Like lowest common denominator music, like stuff that's meant to offend the least. I don't know. It has the least soul to it, and that's what I care about more than like being good. Almost like someone giving a shit about what they're doing is like the most important thing to me. Which is why I guess I kind of like a lot of punk music and stuff, because even though technically it's not fantastic, it's got a real, like, power behind it.
It's got passion, which honestly can carry you a long fucking way, regardless of what you're doing. If you're like super into something, you can get further than someone who's just like decent at something and is like,
But yeah, as I say, like people don't control what they like ultimately, so you know. It's kind of a bit of a dick move to be too judgmental about people. Like, I can't, like, one thing that I do believe, although it sounds like I'm being a real hipster when I say it, is that generally speaking, if your favourite band is something that everyone has heard of, you probably haven't looked hard enough.
But that's okay for some people. Like, some people are completely happy with just like, I like this is fine.
But I think there might be
pretentious hipster.
But I think there might be an element of that because like there'll be someone out there if you look for it that will make like the thing you fucking love the most. Like it doesn't matter what genre it is.
Armor, please. Thank you. No, I hear you. It's like I've got all sorts of fucking shit in my music taste. It's just such a sprawling thing, which I can't help but feel a little bit ashamed about. But that's my own neuroses. That doesn't mean anything.
I like Cryptochid Chipmunk, and they're fucking terrible.
Fair enough.
One of my favourite bands are like fucking Choking Victim and their spin-off Leftover Crack. I mentioned them earlier, and they're not for most people at all.
Well, no, it's very... I don't know the word for it, but it's like it's hard to get into.
An acquired taste.
Yes, very much so. Like Choking Victim is something I just can't really listen to. Which doesn't mean they're bad, it just means, God, I can't listen to them. Scream for me.
I just thought of the person you're playing as after murdering a lot of people covered in blood and just saying, armor please, thank you. Really sweet voice.
Armor please.
Yeah, Steam Powered Giraffe are good.
Steam Powered Giraffe are a lot of fun.
I do like them.
Nice bunch of guys as well. Nice bunch of people.
Oh, it's been a while since I listened to, what's it called? The one about the sailor.
Sailor?
Who ends up on the boat and,
Captain Albert Alexander.
Captain Albert Alexander.
That's about a little boy who's like, I want to be a ship captain, and then he goes up and he's a ship captain.
I love that song. That's
it is
really good.
Really lovely song. I mean, like one of my favorites is like Fire I really like. What's the other one? Shit. I keep falling. I keep making that fucking pratfall. But yeah, Fire is great. I really like that one. Well, there's another one that's like really Western because I like cowpunk and shit like that because I'm trash.
Rex Marksley? Is it Marksley?
I think it is because it's about the guy who's like a really good like gunslinger.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's Rex Marksley. It's called. It's something like that anyway.
It is, yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I've listened to them.
Yeah, it's been a few years since I listened to any Steam Powered Giraffe, but they are good. I do like them.
I like the new bassist Zero. He seems like a really cool guy. Because Sam had to. He left to pursue his own endeavours.
I want to thank you for showing me Paladins. My fiance and I play it together.
Aww.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it. It's like it's a funny game because on the one hand, it's kind of a blatant rip-off of a lot of things, but it is also its own weird little thing. And what the fuck is that?
It's my gun. Pull it out. And good luck, McPheen. I believe in you. You're gonna do great. Don't forget to get 8 hours sleep, drink water. And chewing gum, like chewing the same gum while you study, and while you're taking the exam, helps you remember. I believe in you.
I like those little robot dudes.
I don't. They fucking shoot at me. They are jerks.
Rex Marksley, yeah, there we go.
Beans painted
Remembered
the
it
whole
vaguely.
darn kitchen. It's a good song.
Remember, aren't Captain Albert Alexander and Rex Marksley remarkably similar in chord structure?
They are quite similar in chord structure. But the thing is, who cares? They're great.
Oh yeah.
Motherfucker!
Oh, what's the cover of that shit dance song that they do that's really good?
I love it. That is fantastic. Especially because they have like a breakdown kind of oldie kind of style.
Yeah, it's like
breakdown.
It's
so good.
One of those ones where they managed to take a really crap song and make it really good. Again, I'm sorry, just talking about music now.
It's been a long day, you guys. I hope you don't mind.
I just like talking about music.
You do. I like Regurgitator, and now I'm gonna like anyone who decides to listen to them is gonna realise that maybe I don't have a very good music taste.
What is everyone's favourite band?
Yes.
I want to know, what is everyone's favourite band?
What would you recommend?
My favourite band is a band called Streetlight Manifesto.
Who are you and drummer Mad Balls.
They're kind of a ska band, but honestly, calling them ska is not 100% accurate.
They got some fantastic lyrics, and their bass players are fucking inhuman.
They have a 4-piece horn section that's just.
Those guys are just fucking. Those guys are ethereal beings.
They've got a baritone sax player, which is just Their album Somewhere in the Between is my favourite album of all time, and it has the absolute fucking perfect mixing of any ska album.
Also, their cover of Just is perfect. Is it Just?
Just.
Yeah. That is fucking phenomenal.
It's got one really bum note in it, and lots of people hate it, but I love it.
Like, kind of like he does hit a really fucked up note there, but the rest of the song is so good, I don't care. You just like, just as it's coming up to it, you're like... but it gets better.
Rebel Society, Motorhead...
Sabotage.
A lot of people like Sabotage. What do you think of SPG's cover of Diamonds?
I fucking love that one. That is so good. They actually made me really like a Rihanna song, for fuck's sake. Like, what the hell?
Funny, let's call us some awesome ones.
I don't know. They're not as good as SPG or...
Dire Straits, mostly Queen. Yeah,
Queen. Dire Straits isn't my favourite.
Honestly, I do fucking love Queen. My favourite Queen song is... oh, fuck. It's falling out of my head now, the name of it. It's Spread Your Wings. That's my favourite Queen song.
I haven't listened to much Queen, but I like some of the more famous ones.
Megadeth, Miracle of Sound. Yeah, Gav's good.
Gav is awesome. I fucking love that guy. Batman's Doom song is fucking life-changing.
Last Edition are very good and very nice
Last
guys.
Edition are amazing, and also we're in a relationship with all of them. And Mr. Wolf, I guess, are okay.
Theory of a Dead Man. Oh shit, I've not really thought about Theory
of a Dead Man. Shit.
Not thought about them in a while.
Oh, that's such a nostalgia trip there. Alright, do spitting on me.
I've actually recently been listening to, because after Matt mentioned it in the podcast, I'm listening to Prophets of Rage a lot.
Nice.
Prophets of Rage are really good.
I've been listening to, what have I been listening? I've been listening to like, I've been rekindling my love for Electric Six.
Yeah.
Because I fucking love those guys so much. They are so talented. So I was talking to their bassist about, because I was like, I'm a bassist myself. This is what I hadn't been playing for anywhere near as long as I have been. And I was like, how do you fucking how are you so dexterous? He was like, you gotta use your pinky. And I'm like, I can't use my pinky. He's like, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
It's a fair point.
And I was like, you don't have to say it like that, mate. Fucking hell.
Audio Slave are good, yeah.
Oh god, I love Audio Slave. Fucking, that broke my, like, cause I really got into Audio Slave when we were doing our album. And then to hear that, like, Chris Cornell killed himself was just, like, so awful. That broke my fucking heart, man. I was just like, no! That's not fair!
Anyone here heard of Shadow of Wales? I've not ever heard of them. What kind of genre are they? Weird thing, I used to love heavy metal. Anything with loud metal guitar made me happy, and I also hated everyone, but now I'm kind of the opposite. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me, is that I got into, like, I got into, like, punk and stuff, and then I went through kind of a period where I was kind of a bit down. Like, in that way you are in your late teens.
Well, it's because your hormones are fast.
Yeah, and I was...
And some people,
And had some things happen. And I got quite into, like, emo and stuff, like Taking Back Sunday and Brand New and...
Brand New are okay.
Stuff like that.
What about 3 Days Grace, eh?
Never into them.
I've got their cover of You Don't Get Me High Anymore, because what really pisses me off about that song, okay, does anyone know You Don't Get Me High Anymore by Fantagram? I think Fantagram is the name. Because everyone and their fucking cat has done a cover of that song, and they haven't changed anything. They've just straight covered it, and it's like, what's the point doing a cover if you're just going to do what the original artist was doing? You're supposed to put your own spin on it. It's like, stop.
But as I was saying, after being into like the emo stuff, I then got into a bit of a better place and just started listening to like ska all the time because it's happy, like for the most part. So, and that's how I kind of got into ska. It was a happier stuff than what I was listening to. That gun does not seem like a good place for you.
I'm very close quarters.
Yeah,
in my playstyle, and this one isn't.
Yeah, that's not a good. Yeah.
Oh, I'm probably not going to live much longer anyway. You know, just in general, because, you know, my lifestyle habits are so poor. Can I get some delicious bars?
How did you both get into 40k? I had a friend at school who was into it, and he got me interested in it, and a couple of my friends did, and I played it, like, that was sort of early 3rd edition. And then when everyone I knew kind of stopped playing, I stopped playing. And then one day, about 6-7 years ago, you were looking at some cosplay shit online.
I was looking at 40k cosplay, and I was like...
you saw a bunch of 40k cosplay, and you're like, what is this? I knew
what it was. I was like, I need to play a game.
And I was like, well, I was like, I literally have 2 armies upstairs. Do you want to play?
The thing is, like the guys I hang around with at school, they were like super into fantasy, but they were all like massive dicks about it. So, you know, like if you have a game with someone who's like so joyless and like I didn't know how to play properly because this was the first game I ever had, and I was just being a twat deliberately, and like that's how they kind of were treating me, and that turned me off like tabletop gaming for a very long time. I was like, because that's what I thought everyone would treat me like. It's just like, oh yeah, how do you not know this? I'm like, I've literally been playing for 10 minutes. Maybe cut me some fucking slack.
And then I just played a game with you and was like, no, it's...
You thrashed me, but that's because I'm very much a blood claw in the way I play. It's like, run in screaming, hope for the best.
Honestly, you should be the one that plays orcs, really.
I really should be.
You probably actually... I think, honestly, orcs would really, really suit the way you play.
I like orcsies, but I just like space pups better. Come at me, hombre.
Shadow of Wales are alternative indie pop.
Cool.
Okay.
I've recently got into a band called Siamese, but there's not many their songs on Spotify, so I don't know what else to do. I'm literally out of options.
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot the name. There was a band that I started listening to recently. I completely the name's fallen out of my head. They were the band that did the song that's in the movie Horns.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because in the middle of the movie Horns, which is that one with what's his face, Daniel Radcliffe.
He's like he just grows horns.
And the trailer makes it look like it's a fun, happy comedy, but actually it's really fucked up.
Fucking grim. Oh my god, is that grim?
It is funny, but it's mostly grim.
I would say it's a good movie.
It's a good movie, worth watching. But there's a ska band in it. Like one of the characters is in it as the trumpet player.
He's like, look at me playing the trumpet. It's like,
totally
you've never seen a person play a trumpet before, have you?
But yeah, the band's music is in it as this thing, and yeah, so I actually listened to the band, and they're really good. Oh, fuck, I can't remember what they're called offhand. I put it up on Twitter. Yeah, they're really good.
Thank you.
I just found out Mongolian throat metal is a thing.
Oh my dude, that sounds awesome.
Listen to that, yeah.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, go away. Scratching my head. God, do you remember that fucking noise? That fucking noise that you'd hear when you picked up the phone when someone was on the internet? That horrifying demon screaming. Let's go.
I love the topics that you bring up. I'm glad. I'm glad we just are talking about any old bollocks that's going on.
We ramble about any old shit. Terrible. They're the worst.
You know what is actually really interesting? Just kind of go back to a thing like listening to music from other countries that are not necessarily like countries that have
the Hormone. They're really good. And I can recommend them.
But even going away from that, because obviously because Japan obviously has a big following around the world, people like J-pop and J-rock and stuff, and yeah, Maximum the Hormone are great. Good, and if you've never listened to Maximum the Hormone, do.
They're so good.
Bandmade, also a good Japanese rock band.
Bandmade are great. I love Bandmade. Oh god, they're all so fucking talented. Like, on their YouTube channel, there was like a test roll for the drummer. She can fucking drum.
Oh, they can fucking play. They can.
She can. Yeah. Oh god, they can all. They are so talented. It's just like this is incredible. This is insane.
But obviously, like some countries have like a real like following around the world. So yeah, American music, British music, Japanese music, that's kind of thing. And even like Australian music is like a thing, but like more obscure ones. Like I've listened to a few like Russian ska bands.
That sounds really cool.
Which is interesting.
French rap is apparently the best rap.
I've heard French rap is really good, yeah.
French is fantastic for the flow of rap, apparently. Which I think is actually
listening to stuff from countries you wouldn't necessarily always listen to is always very interesting. You hear something very, very different.
What about that Gurgle Bordello?
Oh, Gurgle Bordello are great, yeah. I
can't remember when I got that fucking deathly stare from that woman.
Oh, yeah.
From, like, we played with a band once. That was supporting us. And one of the band members of this band, I can't remember the name, really nice guys, but one of the guys' girlfriends had brought all of her friends, and they were like, this must have been maybe the first gig they went to, and they were kind of like I'm not shaming them or anything, but like, you know, the going out kind of like ladies, how they're all like, they're dressed in like sequin kind of like dresses and stuff. Yeah. Like, you don't tend to see people dressed like that at a gig, so they stuck out a mile. And they were like, they just thought like, oh my god, my boyfriend's on stage, it's so cool. And we're like, no. We do this every week. It's
and we're late.
And we're late, but fine, you know. And they did a cover of "Start Wearing Purple" by Gogol Bordello. And just before they got to like the breakdown, I shouted because I was sat in the band room, which had a couch which open to the looking at the crowd, and the door was open. And I just go up and I go "Party!" and I scream as loud as I can. And this woman, she turns around, she looks at me, she's like she looked like she was about to fucking come in and stab me. And then like 3 seconds later, like, because I'm kind of like watching her, like, what? And like her boyfriend shouts "Party!" And then she kind of breaks eye contact with me, and I'm like, I hope you learned something today. That was really rude. It's like fucking. And also, how do you not know that song? Everyone knows "Start Wearing Purple." Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Actually, I just remember a really good band, or a really interesting band, who were from. I might be wrong here because I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked it up. But a band called Pest of a Child, and they're like a ska band. I think they're from like Finland or something. And they are a ska band that has a clarinet.
Oh.
Which works really well.
Electric Six have a clarinet.
They've got like, they don't have a permanent clarinet player though.
They do. Bassist plays clarinet.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Small. That's what he does.
Oh, okay.
He's bassist, really good bassist because I hate the guy. And really good clarinet player.
But yeah. They have a clarinet which they tend to play in like the more mellow, clean guitar parts, but then they have a trombone that plays in the more heavy parts. So they kind of complement each other. It's really interesting.
I think I'm gonna play one more, and then like until I die because I'm just losing the will to live.
Yeah,
no offense to anyone. It's been a very long day, and I'm just kind of a bit stressed. And playing like these kind of games isn't helping.
I'll go Bordello at Rock City next Saturday. Oh shit,
dude!
No. I've always meant to see him and just never got around to it.
Can you imagine how fun those guys would be to see live?
Sorry, what was that name? Pest of a Child. Yeah. You ever heard of Baby Metal? Yeah, I've heard
Baby Metal. I mean, they seem okay. I prefer Ladybird. just for concept alone.
Yeah. Honestly, whenever I listen to like J metal, I always just go, okay, I'm listening to this, but I could just be listening to Maximum the Hormone. I fucking love those guys.
I love how the singer for Maximum the Hormone is like a Japanese dicko.
Yeah.
He's like even down to like the way the guy dresses is like because like Dicko, I think I've seen him in like a full length pair of trousers once. He just
Should listen to the Drifters opening and the Dead Man Wonderland opening. Both of them are full English, so for once you understand what it's, you'll understand an anime opening. Oh yeah, fair enough. I'll have to check them out. I hope you guys sleep well tonight and have good dreams and all. I hope you're both able to de-stress soon. Thank you. It's just, you know, moving house, they say, is like one of the most stressful things you can do, and yeah, it is. There's a lot of paperwork and a lot of running around sorting stuff out. Not to mention getting everything you own packed up into boxes and throwing tons of stuff out.
Like that.
And, yeah.
Your dad, like, making fun of my quote-unquote crippling cocaine addiction. We got, like, a bag of, like, it was like a wet-through bag that we put under the sink of, like washing up powder, like laundry detergent powder. And I put that in a bin bag because he took a bunch of stuff to the tip for us a little while ago. And he opens it up and it's just white powder everywhere, and he's like, "You gotta stop it with this cocaine habit of yours." And I'm like, I mean, I guess.
Be a bunch easier if you had a bunch of grots to carry all this stuff.
We need some
That's
grots.
True.
That would make life so much easier. Do you mind?
Being there just recently. What, moving house? Yeah.
It's fucking stressful shit, isn't it? Oh god, it's the worst.
Yeah. But we've been wanting to for like years. And just,
this house is just the fucking worst.
And just not been able to find anywhere that was suitable and would accept us and stuff, so it's taken us a while, but finally there, so it's just now the final stretch. Getting stressed recently because of GCSE English stuff.
Oh mate, yeah, that shit's brutal.
I
You're
remember.
gonna do good, don't worry.
I remember.
And remember, worst comes to worst and you don't do it, anything you go from there, you can just go back and do it.
Yeah, that's the
thing. Go
thing.
back and do it. It's literally no problem, and it's honestly a little bit easier as an adult. So don't worry too much. You'll be okay.
I did offer to be on Grot Pack Mule duty, you nerds. Yeah, but Longfang, you live in fucking Scotland. It's a long way to come. for just helping us with the thing. What?
Joke's on you, he's
that's
outside.
really weird. Why is your gun now that's not a model, that's just a sprite.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Sorry, bro. You made me flinch.
That's really weird that suddenly your gun is a sprite. Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
But yeah, shit, I was just thinking about... Yeah, I remember doing my GCSE English.
I didn't.
Feel like 15, 16 years ago.
No, I didn't do my GCSEs. I had to leave school early.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing. I'm sure no one gives a fuck, so it's fine. That sounds really bad, but no. Yeah. All doomed.
All doomed.
Yeah, all doomed. This is fine.
I feel that giving you explosives is a bad idea.
Sir. Sir.
Stop emitting your blood. Oh, yeah, that's the point. Fire a missile and move your crosshairs. Like, can you guide them at all? Yes.
I can.
Someone was mentioning they're moving a bit weird. Yeah, I didn't notice that 'cause I've been going back between this and the chat. Like, I didn't even notice.
Oh, great. Just unequip my weapon, you prick.
I think you probably ran out of ammo.
No, I did, and then it was just like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna...
Oh, yeah, 'cause it resorts to hitting people with it, doesn't it?
I'll just continue.
Oh my god, it's an Akita.
Nikita. That's on your controller pad.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just need to... Just a lot of high energy stress kind of coming out of that, and I'm not dealing well with stress right now. You've spilt some fucking apple juice on the chair, haven't you?
A little bit.
As long as you've been enjoying it.
I've been enjoying it. Spilt it everywhere.
Spilt it everywhere. God, I remember when you were wearing your hat and we went shopping and we just bought some stuff at the tills, and I because we're in a backpack, so you know we can carry our stuff back home. I go and open it, and the girl behind the counter is like she thinks we're literally about to rob her, and it's like, holy shit, how rough do we look? We must have looked like the scraggiest, most frightening fucking people.
It's fine.
Maybe I wasn't wearing makeup or something. It's like, hello, we want to buy toothpaste.
Hello.
Chickadoos are calming. Oh, they're nice.
Oh yeah, I've not played Slime Rancher in a while. I think it's I basically beat it as much as it's possible to beat it, because it does have like an ending, like a story ending. It's quite nice actually. The narrative that's going through it, very self-reflective and very positive. If you want to put it on full screen, like while we're having a bit of a chat.
So you can stare at our pretty faces.
Yeah. Just because it makes more sense if we're just talking to not being a tiny thing in the corner.
Yeah.
Also, so I can do big hands at people.
And also you can see coughing back there, being a cutie. And you can see Super Meat Boy.
Squish you.
Thank you for the follow, Penguin.
Squish.
Are you squishing me?
Yes.
Don't squish me. But yeah, you can see coughing, and you can see death, and...
Thank you for all the follows, by the way.
Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, Super Meat Boy back there.
First knife and whip stream. Oh, sorry, Penguin, we're leaving now.
Yeah. It's a bit all over the place, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't the best, so it's fine.
We promise to do better in future.
Well, you know what? We'll try. We'll try our best.
We'll try really hard to not be bad in the future.
We can't promise anything, but we're going to try.
We will try. But yeah.
So now you can just watch me nap for a while.
And now we just stare longingly at the camera and fall asleep.
We fall asleep while staring.
Well, you stare, you try and hold eye contact for as long as possible, and then...
Oh, you sleepy boy. Beautiful. What are the boxes behind Wibb's noggin? Oh, a bunch of old Warhammer stuff. It's like an ultra.
There is a Dakar Jet, a Battle Wagon, and a Drop Pod box there. Not sure what the one above it is. There's a Mark IV Heresy era box up there as well, and a tin of roses that I will show just because it's fun.
Yeah, no stream tomorrow, British. We're playing D&D tomorrow, so we'll have more to talk about. Fairies rode corgis. I did know that. And like their markings are because where the saddles sat, if memory serves.
So, Rosa's tin. It's actually full of models that are attached by magnets. It's my... Well, one of them's come off, but it's my Deathwing army that's in there. All attached by magnets.
I've still got to find like places for a good few of my boyos. Oh, my son Wolf Cavalry up there. My Land Raider.
I've got my little Tyberos the Red Wake, who's my master of the Deathwing.
He's a cutie boy. I love him.
This is the chapter I was talking about. I've written up all like the lore for, and I just never got around to doing anything with.
Death Stranding, baby. Yeah, can't forget that. It's gonna be so good. Ambush for any wandering cookie monsters. Yep.
I just see Snipe Space Wolves.
They're not that good. Do I even have any out right now?
I'll tell you what.
You want to get Luca,
as a special
get Luca
thing.
my dread. Get my venerable Luca for me. Sneak preview of my yeah. There we go. My venerable Space Wolf Dreadnought. There we go. Isn't he a pretty boy?
Not finished painted yet.
Not finished painting him yet. I need to do a lot of edge highlighting on him. But the fur and things, they're all sorted. If you can see that. But yeah. Got little... He's standing on a dreadnought. He's a super cool dude. I love him. And also... Oh, magnetize! For easy moving. So I can put that sideways.
Someone's saying, can you show Tyberos next to a regular Terminator?
Yeah.
I can indeed. Yeah.
He's a pretty lovely boy.
There you go.
I really do like that model. That model is super cool.
So,
how come you get focus? Mine didn't get focus. Hold mine up.
Because,
Because the webcam's bullshit.
Yeah, basically.
Nice pelt. Thank you. Yeah, that's apparently the only thing I can paint is fur. If you can see.
Hold it close to the middle.
Nope.
Yeah, so sometimes this webcam.
Sometimes it hates things, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cash art, yes. But yeah, we'll stop showing off our models now.
Yeah. I forgot about this. I painted like 5 guys of a random chapter, which is what those guys are, who aren't anything in particular.
Fur? Ban it? No. It's not real fur.
Who look like that. And I don't know why, I just painted a squad that were, yeah, of course. See, it's not focusing.
I think they're pretty fancy. They kind of look like,
yeah.
like 30k-esque kind of look.
Yeah, they're all in bolt gun metal, as it was at the time. Can never remember what it's called now.
Everything's changing. All around me are familiar faces. Where do you get those? How do you pose them? Oh, he does occasionally do 40k like paint streams. I should do more, but I'm bad at it, so...
Yeah,
Lead Belcher, is that what it's called?
The posing, that's just how they're posed. That's how Tyberos is posed, and it's just the other guy was just a standard Terminator. So
you're gonna open that Star Trek Kickstarter.
Lead Belcher, yeah, that's the new one. What they call Bolgun now.
Yeah,
fucking magnets. How do they work?
How do they work?
How do they work?
Oh yeah, if
fucking
anyone,
insane clown.
If anyone wants to ever like message Drummer Matt for the podcast for the questions, ask him how magnets work, because that's like the only thing that makes him angry. It's so funny. Because like for a while we were asking him, because he's like an engineer, like physicist, and he's just like, that's such a difficult question, and we'd be like, well, how do they work? He's like, you can't just ask that. Captain Corgi, so good.
I've got like 32nd edition Arbites. Cool. You see, one thing that I've always meant to do, and I've just never got around to, is buying a handful of Rogue Trader era miniatures to paint up.
Well, you painted up one like monopose marine.
Yeah, but the old monopose Space Marines, which I think he might be in here.
Oh, I've still got to put my witches away.
No, because he is painted in this chapter. I must have put him away with the other ones, because moving, obviously. I've packed a load of them away. But I have painted like one old monopose a while back. Like, yeah, I've always meant to get some more Rogue Trader models. And yeah, you can just get them on eBay easy enough. I've just never got around to it.
And Bernard said, I have no idea. And thank you, Telex. But yeah. On, off. Okay, on, off. That's fine. You guys have a PO box so we can send you stuff. We are currently in the process of moving, but we are going to set one up for next year.
Yeah.
So
basically.
the moment we will like get one, we'll probably post it on like Twitter and Facebook and whatnot. So
and that's not just we want free stuff. That's
no, it's
like,
if you want to send us like
a letter or,
like that's pretty much what we're doing. If you guys want to send us letters and be like, "Dear Snipe and Wib, I think you're bum."
Dear Snipe and Wib, I'd like to complain about the ridiculous voice you're reading my letter in.
We'd be like, sorry. Should have probably read the whole thing before.
Just noticed the coughing picture in the background.
Yeah, he's cool, huh? I did that.
You painted that for me for our anniversary, because coughing is my favourite Pokemon.
He is your favourite Pikachu.
He is, yeah.
Because he's purple and he's derpy.
You probably get more models than you can paint if you open a PO box. That is probably...
That's not the reason we do it.
Not the reason we do it, but that is quite probable. We already... I'm really slow at painting models. So...
You're slow at painting models. What the fuck does that make me?
Glacial?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Okay. Some horrible candy and don't want... Oh, God. Yeah, if anyone sends us Sturstromig, we're just gonna throw it away.
Yeah.
Because
we don't
that's technically a war crime.
You can wreck a house so much you can lose a deposit if you spill that shit.
He's happy and he's derpy.
You have 2 ideas for a homebrew Dark Angel successor chapter. First, these Parasite Knights who drop pod heavy chapter who spend ages scouting and researching games beforehand. The other is the Lion Guard who have a great knowledge of the lion's possible survival and are trying to exterminate the fallen in time for his return. Yeah, no, I can see those both working, honestly. I think usually, like, for me personally, I think when it comes to, like, coming up with a chapter, I think coming up with an aesthetic theme for them first is almost, like, that can really cement things. Because, like, I think you can then, like, put cool fluff, and you can rewrite fluff, but, like, the aesthetic's a thing that you have to kind of nail down a bit.
So, Penguin Sentinels just said something that I feel is a bannable offence. Battenberg is the Emperor of Cake, and it's like, I'm sorry, Penguin. I'm so disappointed in you. That is the opposite of
I just realised that will fucking happen, won't it? If we open a PO box, we'll just open it. It'll be fucking... I know PO box is not a literal box, but...
just open the literal PO box.
But we'll get it, and then they'll just give us, like, shit tons of Battenberg.
The thing is, like, okay, that's, like, funny, but I feel so bad for wasting all that food. Like, genuinely. Like, there's a fucking hunk of, like, Battenberg in my cupboard that I can't throw away because, like, someone might like it. I mean, I pray for their immortal soul, which they obviously don't have for liking Battenberg. But, like, oh god, on the video that I did with Dicko,
yeah,
like, someone commented talking about Battenberg and Dicko didn't get it. And I was just like, ha, Dicko, suffer. Thank you, Longfang.
Yeah, because we have that spare Battenberg because the thing...
Yeah, I'm so tempted to send it to Fresh because he was just, like, super bagging on, like, just send me your Battenberg. What's the big deal? I'm like, dude, you don't know. He's like, I can't be that bad. I'm like, it is that bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's the worst. Oh, dear. Fucking Battenberg. Why you gotta end on such a down note? This is the worst day of my life. Give it to a food bag. I could do. Yeah. I don't know, like, how they feel about that kind of thing. I mean, I think that'd be pretty cruel, giving Battenberg. Like, those people are suffering enough, you know?
I thought you were moving to a new place. We are on the 22nd of this month. Yeah.
Just in time for Christmas. Wibs laughs like Sindri's.
Can't remember what Sindri laughs like, honestly.
Oh, fuck if I know. I honestly can't remember. I'm just so frazzled. Right, we should probably get off now, I think.
Probably should.
Right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, though. Sorry we've been completely fucking out of it. You can buy an overpriced turkey. I might do that, honestly. What's your opinion on Stollen? I think I've had it and it's okay.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, wait, is that the marzipan thing? And if that's so, I hate it. Because I hate marzipan more than anything. But yeah, anyway. Night, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good night, guys.
And don't forget to get some, go to bed early and get nice and snuggly because it's been snowing and stuff. Unless you're in Australia, in which case stick your feet out of the bed because you'll cool down quicker. Night, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.